Now, you must not allow toxic relationships and narcissistic abuse to be an excuse to allow you to avoid your responsibilities in life, especially the responsibilities that you don't even realize you have. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. Now, we all have lots of responsibilities in life. Many are obvious. You got to pay the bills. You got mouths to feed, on and on, that type of stuff, right? But most of these responsibilities are on autopilot, automatic payments and this and that. So we really don't even think about this. But what are some other responsibilities? How about the responsibility that you have to yourself? This is something you don't want to neglect either. You got to wake up and brush your teeth every morning, right? You got to comb your hair. You got a responsibility to keep yourself healthy, to eat right, to stay in shape. Whatever else you think the responsibilities are for your own feeling of well-being. But I want to talk with you about a different type of set of responsibilities, one that you don't often think about. This is the responsibility that has been given to you in order that you can make a difference and do something and have a passion and a purpose in this life. And I know many of you might be saying, responsibility, Kevin, what are you talking about? I'm talking about you, the true you, the purpose that's in your hearts, the things that you are good at. And before any of you say, well, I don't know what I'm good at, and I guarantee you, you have something that has been invested into you, that you have a responsibility to invest into other people. And after this video, I want you to look at this in this light, that your gifts and your talents are an investment in you. They don't even belong to you. It's been given to you. And if you're sitting on it, let me share with you an ancient parable, an ancient story out of the book of Matthew, the ancient literature. It's a story about a master who is getting ready to leave, and he gives his three people that are with him different amounts of talents, they call it in this ancient literature, and it's perfectly fitting for what we're talking about. Now, in that literature, it represents money, but it's called talents for a reason, because nonetheless, money or whatever it is, it's an investment. So the master invested into these three individuals, just like the master has invested in you and in me. You might be saying, who's this master, Kevin? Well, to me, it's the Lord above. But whatever you call this, something has invested and given you a special gift, a certain something. Now, in the parable, the master gave one person 5 talents. Then he gave another person 2 talents, and then he gave another person, the third person, 1 talent. And in the parable, what we see takes place is that the one that was given 5 talents goes out and reinvests those talents, uses them, and he gains back more than he was given. And the same with the one with 2 talents. The one with 2 talents went out and used that investment and reinvested it and gained back even more. But the one with 1 talent, with 1 capability, and I'll be honest with you, with 1 capability, you can far exceed that of somebody with 5 capabilities, because you could take that 1 and you can perfect it, and you can hone in on it, you can master it, right? But nonetheless, in the parable, that person took that 1 talent and buried it in the ground. And then the master returned and asked him, what'd you guys do? And with your talents, and the first one said, I doubled it. The second one said, I doubled it. The one that was given 1 talent said, I buried it, so I didn't lose it. What does this say? This is telling us that you and I, everybody, has been given a certain something that we can use. It's been an investment that's been given to us by a power that is beyond us. It's a capability. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. It was invested into you so that you can invest it. And we allow narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships to tell us what to do with our gifts and with our talents. Because of toxic relationships and narcissistic abuse, we bury the gifts and the talents that we've been given in the sand, afraid to use it, afraid to lose that one thing, when all we need to do is be responsible with the gifts and talents that we've been given, something that you've been given that's been invested in you. You have a responsibility to use that beyond your everyday responsibilities, beyond your bills to pay, your mouths to feed, beyond your school and education, beyond your job. You've got something that you need to give because it was invested into you so that you can invest it. The biggest thing that toxic relationships and narcissistic abuse threatens in our life is to cause us to bury that responsibility, to bury that gift and that talent. Don't bury it. You have a responsibility to use it, whatever it is. Use it. And I guarantee you this, if you start using and investing the talent that was invested in you, amazing things will happen in your life. And the narcissistic abuse and the toxic relationships will be a thing of your past, a chapter in your story that you don't have to look back. Matter of fact, rip that chapter out, wad it up, throw it away. Don't ever read that chapter again. And I want to be a part of your healing journey in this. You can schedule one-on-one time with me. I will be available all week. In the links down below in the description box, you will find access to one-on-one coaching options. We could do telephone call. We could do a WhatsApp or a FaceTime video chat. Or we could do a text message. And all that information is down below in the description box for you. Monday night is Royal We Live Chat. This is where we come together as a community. You could ask questions. You could even call me for free as long as you know that it is live. Saturday morning is Royal We Fellowship. This is an in-depth biblical exploration. It's unlike any other Bible study you've been a part of. We are looking at the ancient literature of the Bible from the perspective that the world is toxic and very narcissistic. It's a great Bible study every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. That's every Shabbat at 9 a.m. You can find links to everything down below. And I'll be back with more videos for you right here on the Royal We.